I think I'm getting more comfortable in the ring. I've been here for some time now, so I think I'm maturing as I'm growing. I feel as though that great things is ahead of me, as long as I stay focused.
What a fight between Barrios and Davis!
When Floyd came up to me, he was down on the official cards, but I'm like, I just dropped him. There's no way I'm down, but that's coming from Floyd, so. And then when he said, show me you great, that's all he had to say. I don't care about who is in front of me, who in back of me. As long as I win. That's the whole goal, to win. That's my main goal, to win. And look damn good doing it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ramlin Ralph Velez, and we are live here at the iconic Wild Card Boxing Club in Hollywood, California. This is the official media workout for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World, brought to you by Showtime Pay-Per-View, Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions. It all goes down Sunday, December 5th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Tickets are on sale right now at access.com, AXS.com, and you can get them right now. Again, a special Sunday edition of Showtime Pay-Per-View, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Get your football fix in, and right after the late game, tune on over to Showtime Pay-Per-View. Right now, we have a special already inside the ring warming up. It's going to be the main event challenger, so to speak. He's Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He's going to be taking on Gervonta Davis again for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. Now, 22 victories, 1 defeat, won about even 15 of those victories by knockout. He is from Mexico City. He is fast. He is a come-forward fighter, and he's here to take on Tank Davis and try to dethrone him. Right now, he is getting wrapped up right now. We will be joining him, interviewing him as well, interviewing Tank. We got a lot of interviews here. Sergio Garcia will be taking on Sebastian Fundora. We've got both of those guys here to work out and interview him as well. We got a lot, so stick around. We're going to step out here and watch these guys as they wrap the hands of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Watch them work out, and we will join them. We've got Leonard Ellerby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, here to interview as well. Again, this is the open media workout for Tank versus Pitbull. Isaac Pitbull Cruz from Mexico City.
Ponte en medio y ponte
is signed to Manny Pacquiao.
en medio. Y ponte enfrente de este lado, de este lado. Ahora del otro lado. Otro más aquí. Isaac. Isaac, aquí. Isaac, aquí. Enfrente de Schwarzenegger, baby.
Ready?
Si quieres puedes hacer un poquito de sombra.
Cruz pay-per-view undercard. I stopped him before Untitled Chapter.
Enséñales la frase.
In the first round.
Shake.
Aquí ya.
No te rindas.
Ya, muévete. Necesitas tomar tiempo que ya estás empezando a ganar.
Diego, dale una vuelta.
Black man. ¿Quieres música? No. You want me? Give me a little music. You want me? Yeah, give me a little Mexican. Go. Nadie quiere.
Acércate a la cámara, cualquier paso, vaya a la izquierda, a la derecha, dale vacío.
Keep it low.
Cuando ves la pelea la semana pasada que hubo una sorpresa, ¿qué piensas tú?
Yo vengo preparado para
Aquí en Los Ángeles, toda la prensa es algo nuevo para hacer los negocios.
La afición mexicana aquí es bien grande y estamos. ¿Estás apoyando?
Let's go ahead. Let's do the pads and we'll answer the questions after.
Vamos a hacer manopla.
También Leo Santa Cruz, que peleó con Gervonta y está apoyándose en esta pelea.
There's a Cruz media workout there. Here.
minute champ. Un momento. One more minute, then done. You got one more minute, then finish. Good.
¿Listo, chicos?
Good? Yeah, perfect.
¿No saliendo con él?
Here is going to translate for us here. His Spanish is impeccable. Thank you, Martin, for joining us. You already were supposed to be on this card when you got the call to move up and fight the main event. Has anything changed for you as far as your preparation or your thought process coming into this fight?
Bueno, vos estabas en esta cartelera cuando te dijeron que ibas a pelear contra Gervonta. Entonces, ¿ha cambiado algo en tu preparación o en tu mentalidad ahora que el desafío se incrementó?
Sí, claro, venimos más motivados, sabemos que es una gran oportunidad, no la vamos a desaprovechar y entrenamos más que al máximo.
Of course, we're really motivated and we have been training really hard, we have put up maximum effort and we're going to be ready for this challenge.
Now, you are an all-forward, come-forward, aggressive type fighter. Tank likes that kind of fighter. How do you prepare to fend off that power as you decide to come forward in the fight?
Bueno, vos sos un peleador agresivo, pero eso también le gusta a Gervonta, juega con lo que él prefiere. Entonces, ¿cómo pensás evitar la agresividad de Gervonta y que todas las cosas salgan como vos querés que salgan?
Porque diseñamos el plan de trabajo inteligentemente y es lo que vamos a hacer el día de la pelea.
Yeah, you know, like we're just going to prepare the best way we can. We're going to fight smart. We're going to stay with our style and then go forward with the best way we can.
What do you have to say to the people that feel that you shouldn't be in this main event? The people that say, well, we don't really know him that well, so why should he be fighting this Sunday versus Tank? What do you have to say to those people and what do you plan to show them?
¿Qué le dirías a la gente que dice, ¿quién es Isaac Cruz? No lo conocemos, ¿por qué tiene que pelear en el evento principal? ¿Qué es lo que le vas a demostrar este domingo?
Que Isaac el Pitbull Cruz es un verdadero guerrero mexicano que no se cae los primeros golpes y que va a dar de qué hablar el 5 de diciembre.
I'm going to show them that Isaac Cruz is a true Mexican warrior, and I'm going to show them what I'm worth with every punch. They're going to see what I'm worth on this Sunday, December 5th.
All right, guys, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he dares to be great, taking on Gervonta Tank Davis. You don't want to miss this fight. Sunday, pay-per-view.
Okay, bring him out, and we'll start zooming in here.
Again, guys, a special Sunday Showtime pay-per-view, December 5th, live from Staples Center in Los Angeles. Guys, he dares to be great. He's got the power. We'll see what happens here as we go down to the media scrum as he will be answering some questions. Again, guys, this is going to be a fantastic main event. For those that don't really know of Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he's a hard hitter. He comes forward and he says he's coming for Tank, and he's going to show everybody right now that he is pay-per-view ready and he is pay-per-view worthy. Again, Sunday, December 5th, live at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Opening bout, Eduardo Ramirez taking on Miguel Mariaga. That's an exciting fight. Sergio Darvanchenko taking on Carlos Adames. I can't wait for that fight. And again, the co-main event, we'll be talking to both of those fighters here in just a few minutes. El Nino, Sergio Garcia, takes on Sebastian Fundora at Tower Inferno. That's going to be a fantastic co-main event. Again, the pay-per-view from top to bottom, bottom to top, however you want to look at it, is going to be explosive. And it's live, Showtime pay-per-view, December 5th, special Sunday edition, live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. All right, guys, we're back here, Ramlin Ralph Velez, again, joining you from the iconic Wildcard Boxing Club here in Hollywood, California. Again, just to reiterate, we're glad you're with us. Here's the open media workout for the Showtime pay-per-view on Sunday. Right now, we got Pitbull Cruz. A lot of media are interested in this guy. This guy hits hard. You see what happened in the Magdalena fight, a knockout in the first round. He is ready. He is willing. He is able to take on Gervonta Tank Davis, and we can't wait till Sunday to see what's going on. Gervonta Davis, again, the knockout king right now in boxing, a very, very high knockout percentage. We'll see what happens. This is going to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. We're going to go down just real quick and talk about the rest of the pay-per-view. Again, I just want to reiterate again, Eduardo Ramirez will be taking on Miguel Mariaga. That's going to be an exciting fight. That'll open up the pay-per-view. Sergey Darvanchenko takes on Carlos Adames. That's going to be an exciting fight. Both those guys, hard hitters and warriors in itself. And again, people are very interested in our co-main event. Sebastian, the Tower Inferno Fundora. That guy's 6'6", a long reach. And it's going to be an exciting fight. So, again, from top to bottom, pay-per-view is going to be awesome. Make sure you order that on Showtime pay-per-view. Again, a special Sunday edition. We now have El Nino, Sergio Garcia, who's going to be getting ready here. We'll bring him into the ring. Again, it's exciting. Sunday pay-per-view, a special edition. December 5th, Staples Center, Los Angeles. Make sure you get your tickets. Access.com. If you cannot join us at the Staples Center, make sure you're live on Showtime pay-per-view. Okay, guys, I'm here with Sean Gibbons, Mayweather Promotions. How excited were you, man, when you decided that Pitbull Cruz was going to be the latest addition to MB Promotions? I know you talk about him a lot. We talked about him in San Antonio. When I first saw him, you got to be pleased, man.
I'd have to say excitement. What wasn't the word? I mean, this is something you dream about. This is what you train about. This is what Isaac's done since he's 4 years old. This is the biggest fight you can have at lightweight, so we're thrilled. I mean, we're thrilled to be here with PBC, Showtime, Manny Pacquiao Promotions, TGB, Mayweather. So all I can say is it's going to be like a mini Mike Tyson. Two Mike Tysons basically fighting each other. So don't get up to get any popcorn or go to the bathroom. Those first 3 rounds are going to be one of the most exciting 3 rounds you've seen in boxing history.
Now, what do you see before I let you go here, the X factor in this fight? Tank, obviously, with the power, he likes to counter. What is the X factor for Pitbull in this fight against Tank?
Well, I think the X factor is Pitbull is very low center of gravity. And he comes in just like Mike Tyson. He has the same type of moves, quick feet, quick hands. He's very underrated with his movement and his feet. And I think the pressure, the constant pressure breaks pipes. You've seen it with Orlando Salido. You saw it with other Mexican-type fighters. Isak is similar to Julio Cesar Chavez when he fought Edwin Rosario. He's not going to let Gervonta breathe. He's going to be on top of him, and Gervonta's there to get hit. So, like I said, again, when the bell rings, Isaac has one style, and that's why his nickname's the Pitbull. And he comes out like Gervonta is going to be a nice piece of meat for him. Big steak.
It's going to be exciting. Again, he can't wait. I can't wait. Showtime pay-per-view on Sunday. A special edition, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. It's Tank versus Pitbull. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Showtime.
Next fighter that's going to be introduced here to the media, 33 victories, no defeats, 14 of those victories by knockout. He is making his U.S. debut on Sunday from Cantabria, Spain. He's ranked number 2 in the WBC at super welterweight. It's El Niño Sergio Garcia.
Sergio, tu show, cuando quieras. Cuando quieras empezar, empezar.
Thanks, man. I'll sit out here. Get out of this man's. Sorry, let me get out of this. No problem.
Chicos, son 10 minutos, ¿eh?
Again, guys, this is Sergio Garcia, undefeated, 33 victories, no defeats, 14 by knockout. He is ranked number 2 in the WBC in the super welterweight division. He's going to be making his U.S. debut on Sunday, and a lot of people honestly don't really know about him. We're going to ask this question, what are you going to do to make a statement here in the U.S. market? Again, WBC ranked number 2, and he's never fought in the U.S., so a lot of questions to be asked of him. He did fight Sergey Rabchenko and beat him, Ted Cheeseman, so we've got some fights of some caliber on his record, and we're going to ask him some questions here as soon as he's done with the workout. What are you going to do to tap into this market? Again, ranked number 2 by the WBC, El Niño Sergio Garcia. Again, guys, this is Sergio El Niño Garcia, 33-0, 14 knockouts from Spain, ranked number 2 in the WBC. He has a tall order in front of him, and I'm not being silly when I say that, because literally, Sebastian the Tower Inferno Fundora, 6'6", and we'll ask him how he's going to be able to combat that. As 17 victories, no defeats, 12 by knockout, Fundora is going to come after him. He likes to fight, and again, the height has been a problem for a lot of fighters, so we'll see what happens. Again, this is the co-main event on Sunday, Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. We're going to ask him. He's never fought in the U.S. before, and he's fighting in the second biggest market in the country. We'll see how he's prepared. We'll see what answers he has and what answers he has for Fundora, as this is the co-main event on the pay-per-view.
Dos minutos. Ralph, 2 minutos más. He started at 250, so.
Same area? Better
yeah,
so we get the
exactly.
Sebastian's like, forget that. I got
Yeah. Un minuto. Segundos.
We don't need any questions for ENG, for Tony, for him. We don't need anything specific.
Don't need me, sir? No, he doesn't need any specific questions. Okay.
Okay, guys, we are here with Sergio El Niño Garcia. We're here with Martin Bader as well to translate. Sergio, when you got the call to fight on a pay-per-view of this magnitude in the second biggest market in the United States without having to fight here ever, without fighting here ever, how did you feel about it?
Bueno, tu debut en Estados Unidos, en el segundo mercado más grande, en una cartelera enorme. ¿Cómo te sentís al saber que vas a estar en ese tipo de escenario?
Estoy encantado de que la primera oportunidad sea así. Hemos trabajado mucho tiempo para ello y nada, venimos a por todas.
I'm just glad that, this kind of opportunity has come along for me. I plan to take advantage of it, and we have worked so hard to get here. We plan to be making our best effort in order to make the most of this opportunity.
And that leads me into my next question. You're 33-0. You're ranked number 2 by the WBC, and yet most of the people in the United States don't really know a lot about you. They're unfamiliar with you. What do you plan on doing, win or lose on Sunday, to make sure these people here in the United States don't forget about you?
Contas con una gran marca, 33-0, sos el número 2 del WBC, pero no hay mucha gente de Estados Unidos que te conozca. ¿Qué tipo de mensaje te gustaría poder mandar dentro del ring para que la gente sepa quién sos vos?
Vengo a vencer y a convencer, vengo a jugármela y bueno, lo voy a dar todo. No vengo a correr por el ring, vengo a hacer una gran pelea, un gran evento y un gran espectáculo con un gran luchador.
I came to win the fight and to win hearts as well. I'm not going to be running inside the ring. I'm going to stand up strong. I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to show people that I'm for real and that they can count on me for many more fights to come.
Well, you have a tall task in order. Literally, your opponent, Sebastian El Towering Inferno Fundora, 6'6". How do you plan to attack? Did you prepare? Was there anybody in Spain that kind of had that height, that style that you could practice and you can actually work with? Because 6'6" is not your normal type boxer at 154.
Bueno, Fundora es peculiar con su gran altura de 1,90 m y pico. ¿Hay alguien en España que se parezca, que hayas podido enfrentar y digas es algo similar? ¿O Fundora es un desafío que jamás has tenido y es algo para lo que tienes que enfrentar sin saber exactamente lo que vas a ver?
Sí, la verdad que es un ser raro, no es muy común en nuestro peso, ¿no? He estado haciendo sparring con gente de su altura y zurdos, desde luego que lo he preparado muy bien. Y bueno, lo que me llevo de más es que los sparring siempre han sido de más peso. No es muy común que una persona tan alta esté en nuestra categoría.
Fundora is definitely peculiar. It's not very common for a person of his height and his weight to be in our division. Having said that, I sparred with many Spanish sparrings that not only were his height, but also were heavier. So I think that's going to come to my advantage, and it's going to be something that I can draw on when I face him on December 5th.
All right, guys, he's ready. He says he sparred with guys that were his height as the Tower Inferno. I don't know if that's the truth. 6'6" is pretty uncommon for that weight class. He's ready, though. He's unintimidated. He's ready to get in there, and you're only going to see it live on Showtime pay-per-view on Sunday, December 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You don't want to miss this one. I think this is going to be the fight of the night, boys.
Right now we're doing open workout.
Right here.
All right, guys, we are back up here in the ring. Ramlin Ralph Villas again. If you are just joining us, we are here live at the iconic Wild Card Boxing Club in Hollywood. We just interviewed Sergio El Nino Garcia. Tall task in front of him. He's going to take on Sebastian Towering Inferno Fundador. We have a very, very, very special pay-per-view card. It is big. We've got Eduardo Ramirez and Miguel Mariaga opening up the pay-per-view. Sergey Darvanchenko taking on Carlos Adames. And then the co-main event, which we just talked about here, Sebastian the Entire Inferno, huge, 6'6", taking on someone who's never fought in the United States. It's going to be a tough task for him, but I think he can do it, and it's going to be a really good fight. Again, tickets are on sale at axs.com, AXS.com. Staples Center, Los Angeles. If you can't be here, make sure you join us live on Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Ramlin Ralph, we're in here. We got still Gervonta Tank Davis to come and the Towering Inferno to work out still. Don't go anywhere. Again, live open media workout for Showtime pay-per-view, the special Sunday edition, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Change steps.
I wanted you to get in. Yeah, whatever.
All right, guys, just to reiterate again, we are here at the Wild Card Boxing Club, Hollywood, California. I'm Ramlin Ralph. We are joined here by a lot of media, very interested in this pay-per-view spectacular. Again, a Sunday edition, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Showtime pay-per-view. A fantastic, fantastic co-main event, fantastic main event. Can Isaac Pitbull Cruz, can Isaac Pitbull Cruz conquer the KO King and Tank Davis? Tank, as you know, has a high knockout percentage. Isaac loves to come forward in his fighting. Tank loves that. That's the type of fighter he likes. So we're gonna have fireworks. We interviewed Sean Givens. You know what he said? The first 3 rounds are probably gonna be the best rounds of the night. Don't get up. Don't use the bathroom. Don't do anything. Go watch your football. Go watch the late game, and then come back here and to Showtime pay-per-view. In order to the pay-per-view, it's going to be fantastic. Again, 4 fights on the card. They're all going to be fantastic. We are waiting on Tank Davis. We are waiting on the Tower Inferno. We've got Leonard Ellerby here, Mayweather Promotions, that we're going to bring in an interview as well. He's excited about the card. And again, so should you. Every fight on the pay-per-view is pay-per-view worthy, and it's going to be exciting. Again, tickets available at the Staples Center and access.com, AXS.com. If you can't make it down here in LA, which you really should, if you can't though, Showtime pay-per-view, it's going to be on. You can get it on your mobile phone. You can get it on the computer. You can get it on with your local cable provider. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Sunday, get the barbecue going, get the football going, and enjoy Tank Davis versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Again, we're at the Wild Card Boxing Club in Hollywood. Unbelievable, as Coach Calvin Ford has just walked in the building, so I think Tank has arrived. We're going to get to him in a few minutes. Again, can't miss it, guys. Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions that put on an exciting card for you guys. I can't wait to see it. I know you can't either. Sunday, December 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live at the Staples Center, Los Angeles.
The light balance on. Right now, you guys can just flip your shirts on everything. Nice shoes, though. Those are neat. Yeah, they look like they got that relaxed feel to it.
Wear them on every job, but on this one.
Okay, so I am here with Coach Calvin Ford. Calvin, you and I have stood in many rings already with these pay-per-views, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. No matter what city we go to, there's big media, there's big fans, there's big ticket sales, and the maturity is, again, I keep bringing this up every time we get together, but it just keeps getting more and more. Tank now has another child that he's brought into this world, and now the media looking for things to cause problems for him, but in reality, there really is none.
He's just making the transition, becoming his own man. You know, I call it the three elements. We already know Tank as the fighter. We know Gervonta as the family man. Then we just looking for the Davis to come out the business side now.
Now you guys have brought in some help as far as your team is concerned. How's that going right now?
I mean, it's the dynamics haven't changed or anything. It's just sometimes when we have been in camp for so long, you know, I look back of all the times we've been in camp. Sometimes I think we spent 6 months out of the year here in Vegas. I mean, when we're in Vegas and whatnot, so sometimes it take a toll. So he's trying to find his way, a way he want to set his bases up, you know. So we've been talking back and forth, you know. Barry Hunter was with us when we was in the amateurs and whatnot, and, you know, making that transition from amateur to pros, you know. So he was already the forefront on the East Coast already. So me and Barry was together when we was much younger and whatnot. So that's all he did was say, let's bring us back together and whatnot. And we making it work, you know, having Boogie go way back, like the pad work, the flashiness and everything. So, you know, he's happy right now.
Now, changing an opponent, you guys had to prepare for Isak Pitbull Cruz. This guy comes right forward. He's going to be right in Tank's face, something that Tank actually does prefer as far as an opponent's concerned. What do you have to do now to prepare for someone like Pitbull?
Well, there's nothing to prepare for right there because both of them coming with, you know, it is a dangerous fight, you know what I'm saying, because it's just like a right-hander fighting a southpaw. He usually stand in front of right hands all the time. Then Tank is the bigger guy. You know, I find it funny that they gave us this opponent because they say, oh, he always fighting little guys, da 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 da. But, you know, I look at Cruz a different type of opponent because he's hungry. Nobody really know him. He have nothing to lose, you know.
Now, I do have to tell you something that, again, I'm going to reiterate with you again. The way you guys handle Las Vegas. Some fighters come out to Las Vegas, Coach, and they can't handle it. They can't handle the lights. They can't handle, you know, the 4 or 5 o'clock. Everybody's still out, you know, in the morning, and they get lost in this transition. For you guys, it's business as usual, and it's just like a family. I mean, you've got your workouts now before we're closed to keep him focused. Now he's so focused that, I mean, basically anybody can come in and watch the man work.
He's coming into his own self and starting to understand that's the promotional side of the business and whatnot. He's going to get even looser, you know, because he understands what he got to do to make his brand better than what it is.
Now, I know I normally don't ask these kind of questions because, you know, we obviously already know the answers from each camp, but what's your prediction for Sunday? What do you expect to happen? And what do you expect the fans to see?
Well, you know, I don't never go for the knockouts. I always look for punishment. And this type of fight that we're going to have to go into because Cruz comes straight at you, it's going to be something big is going to happen somewhere. We just don't know where it's going to happen at.
Well, we're always a pleasure to talk to you. We're very happy with what you've been able to do in Vegas as far as Tank's maturation, you know, looking about buying houses, now talking about his kids, and a big step in evolution of him. And as far as the titles are concerned, you know, for you guys as a team, you just wanted to keep coming.
No, we just want to keep growing the brand, just doing the same footsteps that Mayweather did and whatnot, and let him come to being his own man, you know, and just see where the cookie crumbles at, see. Time will tell.
Now, speaking of Floyd, the last few times, or the first couple of times you guys were here, Floyd was kind of like laying, not the blueprint, but just kind of guiding him along the way. This camp, he really didn't have to do it because Tank basically has already figured it out and doing it on his own.
I believe Floyd is just seeing, let him mature so he can learn certain things on his own. I always tell Tank, you know, you're going to go through your ups and downs, your downs and up, but at the end of the day, what you learn from it, because he didn't want to have to make the decisions for us. you know, with decision, and he's been making them. He's, you know, doing a little bit changing stuff and whatnot. I find it funny because I think he get a kick out seeing us going through changes and stuff and whatnot. But, you know, he makes it work.
We look forward to the fight on Sunday. We can't wait. A special Sunday edition, a pay-per-view. Everybody's going to watch the football, get that barbecue going, and they're going to sit down and watch an amazing fight.
Right.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Guys, everybody's focused. Everybody's ready. I mean, I can't see any reason why you wouldn't order the pay-per-view. Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Coach Calvin just said, when they know that he's coming forward, they know Pitbull is going to be exactly that, a Pitbull. Can Tank counter that and take care of business, or can Isak counter and crown himself champion over the KO King? We'll find out on Sunday. Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will wait as Tank gets ready to work out, and we're going to talk to him and see what he thinks about this whole situation in just a few minutes.
You ask a question, you don't have an answer. Gary Hunter agreed. Gary Hunter. Yeah. You ask a question, you don't have answers.
On all axes, Devontae was speaking on, you know, when you went down with Hunter at the end. I know it's not the first time we're together, but I know that he mentioned that it felt a little different, not having to be there at that certain period of time when training camp. What was the decision of doing that?
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Trainer Barry Hunter. First time I've been able to speak to you. The last couple of times we've had these open media workouts, it's only been Coach Calvin. Now you're in the fold. It's fantastic. I got to see you guys work out in the Mayweather gym. Great chemistry. I was just talking to Coach. He loves the fact. What have you seen different from when you had Tank in the amateurs and even early on in his career to now?
Starting to mature more, you know, which is what I say. He's not as rambunctious as he was when he was younger. And he's starting to understand what this whole ride is about. You know, it could be overwhelming. You know, you like you say, you come from the juniors all the way up to fighting on Showtime and HBO and ESPN and now pay-per-view. It's a big leap, you know what I mean? And it's a lot to take in, you know what I mean? And so, thus far, you know, again, he's starting to understand what it's all about. And I think he's dealing with it, you know, accordingly.
Now, you guys had a change in opponents during camp. Did it seem to affect him at all? Because, to be honest with you, from what I've seen over the last 2 years, there's been a lot of things that could have distracted him. Children, being in Vegas, you know, being around, you know, like I just talked to Coach Calvin, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, the city is still wide awake. I mean, there's a lot of distractions there. But yet, from my side, it seems like he's been able to just go with the punches here. Were you guys able to just smoothly transition into basically a different camp within the same camp?
I think that, which is one of the main reasons why, you know, he called and he returned back home to his roots and where he started from. Sometimes you without saying it, look, I need this in order to go there. You know what I mean? And I knew what it was all about without him even saying it. And that's the good thing about Coach Cal and myself and Coach Boogie over there, you know, and the people that he has around him. He made a statement that he felt like he was back in the juniors again, in the amateurs again, when he was having fun. It wasn't about the business. It was just about boxing. It was about the love, you know, and he said he needed that, you know, and I can see it now. You know what I mean? It's not all mean faces and mean mugs. You know, now I'm seeing more smiles, you know, and more enjoyment of what it is he's doing right now.
Isak likes to come forward. He likes to throw these hellacious punches, uppercuts, hooks. I mean, you name it. His head's right and the opponent is shorter than Tank, and usually that doesn't happen because I think Tank even mentioned it on All Access that this is going to be one time where the fighter is actually shorter than he is. How do you prepare for that, and how do you prepare for somebody coming at him? Tank does like that style when someone is right there in front of him throwing blows because he likes to counter, but I don't think that he's going to face or has faced an opponent like Isak who's just going to be throwing at will, regardless if he gets hit or not, because that's just his style.
I hadn't personally seen him in there with nobody as far as competition is concerned like that since the amateurs that's shorter than him. You know, for the most part, most of the people he fought and knocked out were taller fighters than him. And let's face it, he done fought out his weight class also. So I'm not too much worried about the situation. You know, we had to, make an adjustment here and there. The good thing is he was in camp along with Isaac Dogbe, and Dogbe is about that height. Throws hooks, strong, the whole nine, so it was a blessing in disguise. And then, of course, the work he had with Sean Porter. Sean is a bigger, stronger guy, rough type of guy, likes to throw hooks also. So it worked itself out, Like I said, it was a blessing in disguise that we all in camp together.
Well, normally when you bring other people involved, even if you had worked with them in the past, there seems to be friction. There's always, and I didn't see it, to be honest with you. I was actually there in the Mayweather gym for a couple of weeks. You guys are looking like you're a family. You guys are looking like you're strong. And we look forward to seeing you guys work together collectively as a group. Good luck on Sunday.
I appreciate the love. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess, guys, he's ready. The coach is ready. Coach Calvin's ready. Tank's ready. Isak's ready. Showtime pay-per-view on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you can't be here in L.A., which I don't see why you would not want to be here live, make sure you order that Showtime pay-per-view.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Hunter, how's it going? In the world, tonight's fight coming up, Rocky Davis gets to perform, showcase his skills, take the center. I know originally the plan was to roll over Ramirez, but now it's fight with Cruz. Just want to get your overall thoughts about the whole transition switch. And I know it's not your first time speaking about it, but just overall, coming to the fight with of course it's about just want to feel better that's really hard on us. Davis, and then we were actually playing a lot of girls after we left the team. I tell you, literally putting up in veins. We had guys from Mexico. Our biggest home now I know there's more in all aspects that you are taking on that. Calvin still back at home. It's been a camp meeting with me like that. Calvin said it was being able to that in a separate environment, trying to do different things. This is not new. Did you get a chance to see that fight? I'm making excuses for T, but some people said he looked no different, maybe he was too aggressive and underestimated his opponent. Do you feel like some of those factors in there?
I just think that we can go with this not being right, me, and some of them could be true. Some maybe not. I don't want to say his path to that title wasn't easy. And then you got to try to do that.
But he said, essentially, it's not necessarily about that prize fight, maybe the biggest prize opportunity. A lot of people point out he has the biggest prize in the division. So assuming that that's the essence of Gervonta, you know, after Gervonta gets past Cruz, would that be a thought that you have
All right, guys, as we wait for Gervonta Tank Davis and Leonard Ellerbe, as well as the Towering Inferno to walk in here to the iconic Wildcard Boxing Club, just going to reiterate what's going on here. If you're just joining us, it's the open media workout for Showtime pay-per-views WBA Lightweight Championship Sunday, December 5th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Tickets are on sale at access.com. That's AXS.com. This event is brought to you by Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions, and of course Showtime pay-per-view. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for the pay-per-view. And we got a fantastic card from top to bottom on there. And I just want to reiterate to you guys how even the co-main event, right? Sergio Garcia, who was just in the ring, 33-0, looking to make a statement. He's going to take on a tall order. Sebastian, the Towering Inferno, Fundora, 6'6", 17-0. One bout even, 12 by knockout. That's your co-main event. That alone could stand on itself. And then, of course, Gervonta Tank Davis, the KO King, will be taking on Isaac Pitbull Cruz out of Mexico City, Distrito Federal. He was in the ring earlier. He basically said, hey, I got nothing to lose, man. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to stand in front of him. I'm going to throw my punches, and let's see if he can handle it. But Tank likes that. He likes the aggressive fighter coming forward because, again, of course, he's one of the best counterpunchers in boxing, especially when he can land that uppercut. So we will see what happens. A fantastic, fantastic pay-per-view. Again, brought to you by Showtime Pay-Per-View, Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions. Tickets are on sale at access.com. If you guys can come down here, if you're in Nevada, you're in Arizona, you're close by, drive down here. It's wonderful, wonderful weather out here. And again, Sunday, get your football on. If you can't make it here, get your barbecue on and then come join us. It's going to be fantastic. Again, from the start of the pay-per-view, Eduardo Ramirez takes on Miguel Mariaga. That's going to be a fantastic fight. That's one that Leonard Ellerbe was really, really proud of that they were able to make. Again, Sergey Darvanchenko taking on Carlos Adames. That's a fire fight right there, guys. That is an amazing, amazing opportunity to see Darvanchenko again, who's in there with the likes of Triple G. No slouches on this pay-per-view from top to bottom. Again, brought to you by Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions. Showtime pay-per-view Sunday after that football. Make sure you order that immediately. We're waiting for Tank. We're waiting for Leonard Ellerbe. Want to hear what they have to say. I can't wait to tell them what Pitbull had to say as far as the way he's going to come after Tank. Let's see what happens. We talked to Coach Calvin Ford. We talked to Coach Hunter. They're ready. They're cohesive as a team, and they're ready to go. Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
it is what it is. I just know that. I hope
Okay. Shoot you.
Well, I appreciate the time.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for always giving me interviews. I really appreciate it. You're the nicest I've ever seen.
That's all you do. So, like, actually, anywhere you do route, moves, strong, cut it loose.
Oh, yeah. I was like live. I did not understand. You just start right to
You're going to set up a hero.
All right, guys, as we wait for the arrival into the gym of Gervonta Tank Davis, just want to reiterate again, 5-time world champion. He'll be defending his WBA lightweight championship of the world this Sunday, December 5th, Showtime pay-per-view from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Again, this event has been brought to you and promoted by Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions. The tickets are on sale. AXS.com. Showtime pay-per-view starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Guys, we have a fantastic card. I've been talking about it all afternoon. Just some facts on Sergio El Niño Garcia. I know that we don't really know a lot about him. 33-0, ranked number 2 by the WBC. We interviewed him just a little bit ago. If you were just joining us, he says, hey, I'm coming to conquer the Towering Inferno. I'm not scared. We were sparring guys that were his height back in Spain, and he's not frightened. He's not frightened here. A big, tall task, though, to come to the United States to fight in L.A. It's going to be a packed house, second biggest market in the country, and it's a big, iconic arena. We'll see how he takes that. And for the Towering Inferno, every single fight he fights, it gets busier. It gets bigger. It's FS1. Now we're co-main event on a pay-per-view. How can he handle the pressure? We'll soon find out. And again, for the main event, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, 22 victories, 1 defeat, 1 bout, even 15 by knockout. He's aggressive. He's coming forward. Will Tank be able to conquer it? Will he be able to counter like he does other fighters? Will Isaac come forward and maybe land some punches on Tank? We don't know, but we will find out. Again, Isaac is promoted by Manny Pacquiao, MP Promotions. So again, it's Pacquiao versus Mayweather, but in promotional houses this time. Promotional house versus promotional house. We look forward to seeing that challenge. Isaac, a family of fighters, grandfather, father, 2 uncles, all fought professionally. He is no stranger to this. He is no stranger to the life. And we'll see what happens again Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. We are waiting on Leonard Ellerby. We are waiting on Gervonta Tank Davis to enter the iconic Wildcard Boxing Gym. Is Ramblin' Ralph. We are here. The media is here. Showtime pay-per-view. Hang with us.
No, but when he's done, then I got Thank you for everything. I always appreciate it.
What time they close?
Okay, guys, we are here with the WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, a lot of things have happened since your last pay-per-view. You brought another child into this world. And from the last time, even from that point in time, it seems like this whole world is coming into place for you, man, maturity-wise. Now you have another child that you want to fight for, that you want to show the ways of the world to. How does it feel, man? Outside of the ring, we'll talk about the ring right now, but how does it feel as a parent, a dad? Now you got two children who you love unconditionally.
I think it's maturing me more as a person, as a fighter. You know, it make me look at things a little different. You know, because I got two daughters to look after. You know, so I think that's great for me to have me. You know, have two daughters and make me mature faster. You know, because I'm still gotta go out there and do my thing as a professional athlete, but again, be a great dad. So I think having two daughters mature me, for the world.
Now, you brought in somebody else to join the team, your old trainer that you had in the juniors. I asked Coach Calvin, basically no dysfunction, no friction, just basically one big family.
Yeah, for sure. Because everybody get along, everybody on one accord. It's not like, anybody would take a pay cut or anything like that. I feel as though everybody, been with each other before, so they could do it now. So I think that, having Barry and Boog in my training camp, only will make me sharper.
You had a change in opponent during your training camp. Did it affect you in any way? Did it make you have to train differently and start over again, or basically you just kind of adjusted to what you had now in front of you?
No, it didn't make me change my training or make me change differently. I feel as though this will happen with the sport of boxing. You got to be ready for, everything. So this, something that I enjoy. So I got to adapt to whatever comes,
On All Access, you said this might be the first time in a long time that a fighter is actually shorter than you in the ring. How did you prepare for that? How are you going to come? Because he's going to put his head right there in your chest. You already know. He's coming at you. He's going to be throwing his uppercuts. He's going to be throwing the hooks. He said in this ring 10 minutes ago, he's going to give you everything he has, and he doesn't care if he goes down on his sword. He's going to be a warrior. He's coming for you. How do you combat that?
I mean, it's easy to be said than done, So if you do that, then, it give the boxing fans what they want, a silent fight and things like that. But that's his game plan. So I just gotta, be smart out there and do what I do best, and that's, put on a perfect performance.
Now, California, Atlanta, Baltimore, doesn't matter where you go. Ticket sales are big. Media is big. Do you think you have a control over this situation? What I mean by that is, during the first couple of camps that you came back to Vegas, Floyd was kind of like showing you maybe the blueprint, helping you out, being there for you. Now, Floyd kind of left you alone. You were able to get through it. You handled it perfectly. Do you think you have this whole thing pretty much situated as far as being who you are and being able to handle the world as it is with Tank Davis being the star?
I think that, Floyd was, prepping me for, now, so it's basically like having a son, your children, and you show them the ropes. And then you push them out there to see how it is on their own. So I think that's what it is right now. He feels as though that I have everything under control. So that's what's going on right now. That's what you see, that I can do this on my own. I don't need nobody to I don't want to say help me, but just walk that walk with me. I think that I can walk the walk by myself and, still help me, but, give me my room so I can do this on my own. I think that's the case in my situation. situation.
Now, most pay-per-views are on Saturday. People hang out, they watch boxing at home, then they wake up Sunday dreading life. Maybe they drank too much or whatever the case may be. Maybe they party so much. Now it's a different situation. Now we got a special Sunday edition. People are going to wake up, they're going to barbecue, they're going to get this football on, then they're going to turn into you and Pitbull. How's that? That's pretty cool, man.
I think that's amazing, you know, because you got football, you know, in the daytime, and then you got boxing at night. So I think it's amazing. I think it's good. I think that, you know, people still gonna be chilling at home and just watching that fight, or even if they out partying. You know what I mean? But I feel as though like it's a win-win situation. You know, fighting on a Sunday. You know, and I have a lot of young crowd, you know, that watch me. So I think that it would do great.
You got a lot of people here that want to talk to you real quick. Your quick prediction on Sunday. Isak said he's coming with it. If he catches you, he catches you. Sean Gibbons says Isak's got a lot for you. What do you say to those people? What's your prediction on Sunday?
Just tune in. If you can't make it, make sure you tune in. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait. You know, I've been training for 13 weeks for this, you know, so I'll be ready, well prepared.
We can't wait to see you. Congratulations. Good luck. Again, guys, he's ready. Go ahead and make your way down to the scrum there this way through the media. Guys, he's ready. Isak's ready. Showtime pay-per-view Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I can't wait. I wish it was already Sunday so I can watch these two guys get at it. Showtime pay-per-view. If you can't be here, don't miss it. Order it.
You've got a family now, and just talk about the support of the family and put on back on Saturday night.
Just a couple of shots. What's that like doing? So your last fight against Rios, he's 5'10". Now we have Cruz at 5'4". He's the shortest guy you've fought over many years now. Is the prepping any different? You guys actually fought in the same card here on the 31st. So were you able to watch any of that fight at all? Did any of the things that he did stand out to you? So it's going to be very exciting. I'm excited going with the distance. Predictions of how it's going to go.
All right, guys, wrapping it up. We're back here as they are interviewing Tank Davis in the ring and in the media scrum with Leonard Ellery, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions. We will talk to him before this stream is over to cap out the stream. He has stated they are not looking forward past Sunday. They are not looking past Isak Pitbull Cruz because they know how dangerous he is. Isak is ready. Tank is ready, guys. If you guys are just joining us, welcome. This is the open media workout for Sunday's pay-per-view event on Showtime pay-per-view. Tank Davis, who is in the ring right now, Isak Pitbull Cruz, has already been here. He's already worked out. He's already given us interview. He's already given us fire as far as his comments. Like, hey, I'm going out on my shield. I'm a Mexican warrior, and if he gets me, he gets me. But I'm gonna be in there throwing. Again, if you guys can't be here, guys, the tickets are on AXS.com, Staples Center, Los Angeles, California. If you can't be here, of course, you are able to order that on Showtime pay-per-view. Again, a special Sunday edition. Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll go ahead and get Leonard up here to cap out the stream and see what he has to say about this mega card. Again, guys, if you guys cannot join us, it'd behoove you to get down here to LA to capture this, what's going on right now. It's fantastic. But if not, again, Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. We'll go ahead and take a couple of minutes, let Leonard finish the scrum, and we'll be back with you guys to cap the stream and see what he has to say. The CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Allaby, in the building.
Just like everybody was playing their spot here, I claim my spot.
All right, guys, I'm here with the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Allaby. Leonard, we keep making a habit of getting together on these pay-per-view media workouts, and yet the media keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They're starting to believe into the maturity of Tank. They're starting to believe what you've been preaching all along. This guy's a star. He can't be messed with right now, and we're going to see it on Sunday.
Yeah, most definitely. That's one of the biggest things that I'm impressed with him, especially over the last couple years. The whole maturation. He's really come around inside and outside the ring, and we're very proud of him.
Now, you stated from the very beginning this pay-per-view was going to be good from top to bottom. We've already gone over the card with these guys a number of times. Tell us what it means to you to be able to put on a card this magnitude. Not one of the fights on the pay-per-view is not worthy of being on it. From top to bottom, you got a good card.
This is what it's about, giving the fans exactly what they want to see. Nothing but explosive matchups. Very, very competitive matchups, with guys willing to go in there and lay it on the line. And this is what it's about, entertaining the fans. And there will be not one fight that will happen on Sunday night that the fans will be disappointed in.
Now, a lot of people will say, well, we're kind of getting robbed now. There's another opponent in there. But people who truly understand this sport, who have been around it for a while, understand that Tank's in for a fight.
Most definitely, and that's why I pay no attention to that bullshit that when people say those kind of things, because at the end of the day, we just witnessed last week what happens, when a guy is really locked in and he's focused, he's an underdog, he can come in there, he just executes his game plan. This is boxing. Anything can happen.
Now, Isak was in here earlier, as well as Sean Gibbons. They were both in here really hyping it up. Isak's basically saying, hey, I'm giving it all he has. He thinks that the fact that he's a little bit shorter than Tank, which doesn't really happen too often. I don't think as a pro it's happened. Tank is so used to fighting taller fighters that gives him an advantage to be able to land his shots. What do you think about that? And what do you think about the fact that Tank has been able to switch kind of his game plan mid-camp?
Well, he don't have any advantages. What he has is that he's ready. He's ready to go. He's been preparing since he known that he was going to be fighting on the card. So if you want to call that an advantage, because he's not is not at a disadvantage. But being shorter, that's not going to play a factor in it. Tank's gotten up, for him. He was already training very hard for Rolly, and again with the opponent switch, it's just shifting with the styles and everything. We know what this guy brings to the table. He's ranked across the board in the top 10 for a reason. He's a very dangerous opponent. He's one of the top lightweights in the world, and he's looking to go in there and prove his point on this Sunday night. And Tank's got to be ready, which he is, very well prepared. It's going to be a very, very entertaining fight.
You and I have been around Tank for the last few years as far as when you started moving him into the pay-per-view arena as far as his career is concerned. From that first moment in time to now, we have seen a totally complete different person, a father now just welcomed his second child into the earth. And I just talked to him right now. I was like, look, what's the situation? How do you feel? Do you feel like you have a whole control of the situation? Not only as a dad, but a control of the situation. I mean, we look at him right now. You know, he didn't even like to give interviews the first couple of fights that he had as a pro, even in the pay-per-views, and now he's okay with that. Do you see him even getting better as far as that's concerned, or he's just barely tipping the tip of the iceberg, so to speak?
Yeah, we've had some very, very good conversations on what the expectations are, and this is part of the process of becoming a superstar. You know, the media obligations, and these are commitments, you know, to continue to raise your profile for the fans. It's just all a part of the process of becoming a star in this sport at the highest level. I know what that process is about, you know, day in and day out for 20 plus years. I lived it, you know, so I understand. And we've done this at the highest level, and I've been able to, you know, echo those same things to him, and he's really been very receptive. He understands what this is all about, and again, you know, this comes with the territory. You know, being able to be on these big stages and giving the fans exactly what they want. You know, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming, but you know, hey, it's part of your job, and you got to do it.
A special Sunday edition pay-per-view for this fight. People at home kind of a little bit upset about that, but I told Tank, I said, look, these guys are going to be watching football, catch the late game, and instead of turning on the news and getting ready for work, they're going to sit down and enjoy a unbelievable pay-per-view extravaganza. That's just my opinion.
And I couldn't agree with you more. You know, we tried this out with Floyd back in June with the Logan Paul fight. And it was an extremely successful pay-per-view. Tank's the most exciting fighter in the entire world, so we expect the fans to be able to tune in on Showtime pay-per-view this Sunday night and witness, you know, again, another spectacular performance put on by Tank Davis, again, as he takes on the very tough Cruz.
What's your prediction? I know you've already said it to a couple of people on the interviews, but I want right now these people that are just joining in, debating on whether they should get the pay-per-view. I've been telling them all afternoon, you're crazy if you don't get it because it's going to be a fire card. Just let these guys know right now. I mean, just the main event alone, what can they expect out of that fight? What can they expect on this pay-per-view?
Fireworks from top to bottom, from the first fight to the last fight. And the main event, I'm guaranteeing you, is going to end in a knockout. It's going to end in a knockout. And that's what the fans want to see. That's what they pay their hard-earned money for, to see nothing but excitement and entertainment. And one thing we know when you tune in to watch Gervonta Davis, that's exactly what you're going to get. He's going to definitely get the fans their money's worth.
Well, we appreciate you joining us. As always a pleasure. Go out and finish your media rounds, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for making these cards for us, and we look forward to Sunday.
And I want to thank you again for always, you know, stepping in, stepping up, for doing an outstanding job. We at Mayweather Promotions, we always appreciate you, Ralph. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Again, guys, Sunday, Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Guys, I'm telling you, from top to bottom, you heard it from the man himself. It takes time. It takes effort to put all this stuff together to get someone like Tank ready for a pay-per-view. Isak is ready. Everybody's ready here in LA. The tickets are going. If you can make it down here to LA, come, guys. Arizona, if you're close, even from Florida, New York, I got guys coming in from there to join this fight. They can't miss it. Isak Pitbull Cruz looking to take over the throne from the KO King. Can he do it? We'll find out on Sunday. From top to bottom, again, the pay-per-view card is spectacular. Again, this card is presented by Mayweather Promotions, GTD Promotions, and TGB Promotions in association with Showtime pay-per-view. Guys, we're going to head on out of here, but I'm telling you guys right now, please make sure if you cannot be here, you join that pay-per-view. You don't want to be that person catching it, highlights at the end, and missing out. It's going to be fantastic. Again, Tank Davis, the KO King, taking on Isak Pitbull Cruz. Showtime pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
I think I'm getting more comfortable in the ring. I've been here for some time now, so I think I'm maturing as I'm growing. I feel as though that great things is ahead of me, you know, as long as I stay focused.
What a fight between Barrios and Davis!
When Floyd came up to me, he was like, he was down on the official cards, but I'm like, I just dropped him. There's no way I'm down. But, you know, that's coming from Floyd, so. And then when he said, like, show me you great, that's all he had to say. I don't care about who is in front of me, who is in back of me. As long as I win. That's the whole goal, to win. That's my main goal, to win. And look damn good doing it.